Hi, I'm Cecily, and today we have your lower body and core sculpt. So for today's equipment, all you're going to need are your gliders, and you can see I have a hotel towel here for whenever we come down onto the floor, whenever we lay down for a little more abs. The focus today will be all on inner thighs and abs, and so let's get warmed up. You can bring yourself with plenty of space, sit the tailbone back, soften the knees, lift the arms up right into your shoulders. Step out with that left foot, come up, and then pull up. So you shift over into the left leg, and then back into a sit. So we're just stretching through the inner thighs, getting a stretch on that right side, moving the feet. We want the inner thighs to feel a little length before you really kick and turn them on. 2 more. Out. Pull in, and now let's hold here. Take your arms, bring them all the way together, open up, really shift the hips over, open through the chest, pull back in. So notice how my hips turn, I open, and then I reach back in. So you can exhale, draw up. So finding that length, opening up. Let's take that 2 more times. Last one. Draw yourself back in, stand it on up, and let's go right away other side. Shift over into the right, pull back and lift. So even though we're moving that right leg, try to ground down through the left side, right? So that way you get a stretch through the left inner thigh. Practicing that land, starting to scoop the abdominals in and up. 2 more. Last one, hold out, bring the arms back in, reach, twist through the hips, draw back in, repeat. So feeling a stretch and length all the way from fingertips to opposite hand, using the eyes. So good to open up and continue to move while traveling, while on vacation. Last one, big open. Pull back in, stand yourself on up, and let's grab 1 glider. So you just need 1 to start, and it'll go underneath your left foot. So you can bring your hips back, bend both of your knees, your back heel is all the way high, and tuck your arms in right to your waistline. Now stretch the leg back behind you, reach the chest, lift up, pull back in. So you stretch out, you reach towards the bottom toes. Lift back up, draw in 6 more times. So really squeeze through that left glute. Load into the right hamstring, pull back in, out. 3 more. Stretch, push through the right big toe, draw in. You got 2, you're gonna start to feel both legs. Reach, pull in, squeeze, last one. Now hold. Lift your arms up, right back into a T position. Pull the elbows wide. Now take the left foot, cross, and then come back into that parallel position. This goes a little behind your right heel, and then back out. Now we really start to tap into those inner thighs, feeling that sensation of wrapping in, and out. Keep your breath active. Try to relax the shoulders. You are moving, but it's not at all to find that stress, right? This is there to just continue to move the body. Last one. We hold the squeeze, little tiny threshold. Back, lift, back, up and lift. Trying to keep your right knee on top of the ankle. You can see I have a bed literally telling me exactly where my threshold starts and stops. You go with it. You got 3 more. Out, in, 2. Last one, hold. Open up your hips, punch your right arm, and then come back, press. So we open up, push. If you want to extend the fingertips, and go for that reach, you can. up. You've got 4, 3, internal, external rotation, 2, so good to tone the inner thighs. Last one, finish it off, reach, stand it on up. All right, bring your glider over to your right foot. Same thing, other side. So draw the hips back, right heel is all the way high, glue the elbows in. Stretch your leg behind you, squeeze through the glute. Reach forward, pull up and lift, draw back in. So I actually have this carpet underneath me that makes it a little harder to work with. So sometimes you think, okay, I'm kind of out of my zone, I'm in a different place. You never know what's gonna challenge you, right? So giving your body that time to adjust. Pull in and in. Really push the glider away. And you'll notice you're still gonna get quite a good burn throughout that left glute too. 2 more. Push out, reach, pull in. Last one. Hold, bring the arms up, cross behind the left heel, back to neutral. Squeeze in, little out. So every time I squeeze, I'm not just thinking about the inner thighs, right? I'm also thinking about the low abs pulling in and across. So you feel that. The abs and the lower body play a huge role as one. 2 more. Last one. Hold the cross. It's just small. A little push back. Back an inch, up an inch. Back, up and lift. So really push down through the front foot. Continue to wrap the inner thighs towards one another. Still applying that mind to muscle. 3. You've got 2. You're almost there. Last one. Hold. Okay, here we go. Open up the hips, reach the left arm, and then pull back. So it's a moment where you wrap, pull back in. Find the length and reach. Open and close. You're getting those oblique muscles, giving a little more chisel. Woo. 2 more. Almost there. Last one. Reach it out. Stand yourself on up. Nice work, you guys. Okay, you're gonna take the glider back underneath the left foot, and this time the foot will be flat. So you have the entire sole of your left foot on your glider here. Draw the arms in, and we shift out with the left leg. Arms come up, and you're gonna pull yourself all the way back up to a full extension. So your hips sit back, up and lift. This is going to be a huge inner thigh focus, right? So as you draw the left leg in, think about using both inner thighs at the same time. Taking your time. I know it feels easy to rush through something like this. This is where I gotta really think about that carpet underneath me being more of a gift and less of a curse. In and pull and squeeze. 2 more. Last one. Hold your hips back, down, up and lift. So you've got the glider underneath the foot. You're still going to work your inner thighs, right? You're not moving your feet, and that glider wants you to move. So you're working against it. Sit the hips back, back, back. Lift, lift, lift. Squeeze at the top. Allow there to be breath at the front of the hips. 2 more. Woo. If you are shaking like I am, I'm right there with you. Hold, and then shift into that right leg. Tap your left toes. From here, reach down towards the foot. Come up, cross, squeeze. towards the foot, up and over. So you could easily just let that leg kind of hang out. Or you can really give it destination and try to squeeze in and across. Maybe your destination is going to the hotel pool after this. You can absolutely think of that to help guide you. You got 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Woo. Okay, you're gonna grab both of your gliders. Only plank you have for this particular workout. So the gliders go underneath the feet. I like to start with them here and then roll yourself down, walk your feet out, and walk your hands out. So balls of the feet on the gliders, pull the abs in. Draw your legs in towards one another and then press out wide. Squeeze in and in, press, squeeze, push. So you try to drag everything in, press out. This one is really hard. You only have 4 more. Push. 3. This is 2. Last one. In. Press out. Woo. Let it go. Take a quick child's pose. Really quick, just letting that go. That is behind you. You don't have to do that again. You're just gonna use one of your gliders. So stand yourself back up. We've got the other side. So the glider goes underneath your right foot. The foot stays flat. Draw your arms back in. Shift out. Lift all the way up. Squeeze at the top. So as you do this, especially as you get a little more fatigued, try not to just shift right away into that left leg. The more you can try to keep the legs as even as possible with your weight, the better. And it's not just inner thighs, right? You have to recruit the glutes as well as the abs. In and pull. 2 more. Last one. Hold the hips back. Sit back a little further and then lift up. Sit back, 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 and lift. So I notice I need to kind of move my foot on my glider. If you need to readjust, that's totally fine. Listen to your body. You know what it needs. Push. We got 4 more. Up and lift. 3. 2. Last one. Hold your hips back. Shift yourself all the way into your left leg. That heel is high. Now reach towards the bottom leg. Come up, cross, squeeze. Reach, up and squeeze. You can use the eyes if you want. Now keep that going. I'm gonna turn to the side just for a second. As you're doing this, you still want to try to pull your hips back, right? That's going to then allow you to get a little more cross in the inner thighs. Reach down. Imagine I'm there, pulling your hips back, giving you a little more to work with. 2 more. Last one, last bit standing. Up, squeeze across, stand it on up. Let that go. Awesome work, y'all. You can go ahead, push your gliders to the side, and let's grab your towel for your mat, and you're gonna bring it out. Just giving yourself plenty of space. We're gonna lay ourselves down. So make sure you got as much room as you can find. May not be perfect, and that's okay. And you'll lay down onto your right side. All the way down. And then you'll push this leg, your top leg, so your left leg forward in front of you. Your bottom leg is all the way long. At any point you want to hang on to this bottom leg, you can. You could even rest it in front of you if you don't have that hip rotation. Everyone's going to feel a little different. Now this is going to be a really isolated focus on the inner thighs. So flex the foot, little lift up and down. So I have to get myself A little more space here. You may notice that too. Little lift and lower. Up, squeeze, and down. So holding at the top, giving yourself time to really tone and find that muscle, right? The inner thigh, squeezing up towards the top inner thigh. 4 more. Lift. And even though it's a focus on the inner thighs, you can still think about the abdominals, pulling in, hold the leg up. Little rotation, circle, up and around. So I like to think about it as my heel drawing a little golf ball. Maybe you're going golfing later, right? You can think about it right now. Think about how strong your game's gonna be. Up and around. You got 4 in this direction. 3, 2, hold up, other direction. Up and around. I always think the second time around, the opposite direction is a little harder. And it just is, right? You've been here for a little while longer. You may be feeling that quiver. See if you can stretch your bottom leg a little longer. Now hold the leg up. Turn your bottom toes slightly up towards the ceiling. 10 little lifts. Up. Lift. You've got 8. If you see my legs shaking, I am with you. 7. You've got 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Let that go. Okay. Keep this bottom leg long. All you'll do is just turn onto your back. So lay yourself down onto your back here. Keep this same leg long. Hands go behind your head and just lift the leg up. So go straight up towards the ceiling. If you have tighter hip flexors, know that you can always keep a soft bend to this leg at any point in time, which I'm actually going to do. You lower the leg towards the floor, come up and lift. So we're just going right into your lower abs, up and rise. Let's do 2 more without the upper abs. Your lower spine stays flat to the floor. Now, this next one, lower, lift the chest. So I'm giving you tons of options. You can always stay just moving in this direction, or you add your opposite arm up and lift, just like I do. You may hit the bed, it's all good. You kind of give yourself a little grace as you're working out in a different space. Lower, up and rise, trying to cross over towards the outside of the ankle. Let's hold this next one up. Maybe both hands come together. Little lift up. Maybe now you stretch the leg. 8, 7, getting the oblique. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Let that go and bring yourself up. And we'll just swing over, find the other side right away. So you'll lay down on whatever side you didn't do. Bring the right leg in front of you, the left leg long. This may feel different from side to side, so if you need a different stance with the top leg, don't worry, you just find what feels right. So remember, it can always come flat, or you can grab on, see what feels best. Lift the leg, up squeeze, and then lower down. Little lift up, slowly back down. So feeling that connection now into the left inner thigh, trying to squeeze the two together. Maybe take your hand to your hip, still feel length through the spine. Hopefully soon this will translate into you being on the beach, on your beach towel. Up and lift, back down. And notice you're still even firing up through the bottom oblique here. So it's not just one thing that's getting a little more attention. Hold the leg up, find the circle. Up and around. Up and squeeze. So finding that same little circle here. Maybe you think about it like the size of an ice cream cone. Whatever gets you feeling a little more love for the inner thighs. Up and squeeze. Up and around. You've got 2 more in this direction. Try to hit all of the circle And then the other way, up and around, up and lift. Close your eyes if you need to. You've got 3, 2, hold the leg up. Turn the toes towards the ceiling. Now little lift 10 times. Up, up, squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, halfway there. 4, 3, 2, last one. Let that go. Lay on your back. Keep that same leg extended. Lay yourself all the way down, flat onto the floor. Hands go back behind your head. Lift the leg up. Remember, you can keep that soft bend or keep it long, whatever feels right for you. Lower the leg, pull up and lift. And then sometimes I even like to take a hand to where I'm trying to feel this. Low abs can be hard to find, so you might have to tell yourself exactly what you want to feel into that lower abdominal wall. Hands go back behind the head when you're ready. And if you did it before, let's add your chest up and lift. So it's literally like you're trying to scoop your heart up towards the sky, and then the belly button pulls down. So that's how you're going to get a little more of that definition throughout the core. Let's take it 2 more like that. Up and lift. And then if you're ready, you can add that reach up and over, back behind the head. Up and over, back behind the head. 2 more. Really trying to cross towards that opposite ankle. Last one. Hold up. Little tiny reach. Up, squeeze. Up. Maybe both hands go for it. Maybe try to stretch the leg a little longer. Getting that cross. You're almost there. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Let it go. And last ab push. So let's go ahead and draw our legs into a butterfly. So we relax through the hips. The hip flexors get a moment to breathe. The hands go back behind your head. Shake out the head, neck, and shoulders. And then scoop, lift, back down. So this is a great position to help you feel the lower back stay on the floor. When it does that, when it actually stays flat, that's how you're actually going to get into your abdominal wall a little more. So really engaging through the abs, firing them up, giving them that sculpting sensation. Up and lift, lower back down. Lift, lower, hold up, and then add a little swivel. Side, 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 side. So this is truly that ab push. Right, you're just getting little tiny rotations in, out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, hold right in the middle. Last little push, lift, lower, up, down. My abs are on fire, but if yours aren't, you give the legs up, you put them up towards the sky. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hug your knees in, let that go. Just gentle rock side to side. We'll take a quick spinal twist. You may have heard my back crack. This is pretty normal. Or look over. Deep breath in and out. Lift the legs up. Let's take that the opposite direction. Look over the palm. Try your best to get the shoulder down towards the floor. And then just gently push yourself up all the way, coming to seated. And incredible work. I'm sure you felt a ton of fire, inner thighs, abs, and I hope you can go relax for the rest of your day.